Out in the workshop today. Wanted to take a look at something real quick and getting ready to maybe possibly make a new heart design for the coming up for Valentine's Day, or just for any particular time that you just want to tell somebody that you love them. A special design that I'm going to put together, and today's design is I'm going to use some stained glass. So we're going to kind of lay it out here and take a look at it. So let me get started. Okay, we're going to start today. I always just start with a piece of paper or something to lay my design out on. I'm right here in the workshop, so I'm going to lay it out, and I've got some leftover pieces of stained glass that I'm going to use to start out with. So let me get started right now. Okay, I've laid out this stained glass. This still has marks on it from where I bought this. I bought some used stained glass. I mean, the scraps from a place that makes stained glass lamps. So that's where this stained glass came from. I laid these pieces out to make a design for this is going to be a heart for the wall, just to say I love you. And I'm taking this is a piece of Padauk wood. It's just a scrap that I've had. I've used it in some of the other designs. It's a scrap piece. See, it's at an angle. It's got a little foot there. It's been grooved here. So it's not even, it's just a scrap. I didn't cut it for this particular project. I'm just taking pieces that I've had and putting them together to come up with this design. I've got a little heart that I'm going to put right here. I'm not sure how I'm going to decorate it or design it yet, but if you'll notice, it's at an angle. So that's going to make it a little more unique than just being straight across like this. So it's going to be at an angle, and I may curve it around this way. May turn it this way. It's just going to be on the design as I go forward. I'm not sure what I'm going to put back in here, but as I go forward, I'm going to show you on this particular heart, just to say I love you heart, for any particular time that I'm going to keep on working with it. I'm going to try several different backgrounds to see which one I like the best, and then I may change this heart to a different heart. Don't know, just to kind of give you, just to get the look of the heart going, so I kind of know which direction I'm going. So there we go. Let me get do a little bit more, and then we'll see what's happening. Okay, I've got some of my stones. These are different stones that I've used on different projects. So I'm going to take a look at these. I'm going to put these in here and kind of get an idea if this is something that would look good or not. So okay, now I've put some of these stones around to just take a look and see if this might be a good look or not a good look. And I've got some other hearts that I've already cut, and I'm going to just put them here. This is a red one that's got some red foil on it. Hadn't been finished out or anything, but just to get an idea. I don't think that looks good. Here's another one that's got a little contrast to it. Might look good. It's a little bit smaller heart than the other one. That's a possibility. Has a kind of a good look to it. Or I may do something completely different. So anyway, this I think this is about the size of heart that I want. And so I'm going to cut one out of, I'm going to pick a different wood to cut that out of so I can get a nice look. I'm not sure about these stones. I'm going to try a couple of others and take a look and see if any of them complement this more, the glass. Trying to complement the glass and make it all look good. So let me do a little bit more and see what we come up with, and then we'll start again here. I'm putting this is another heart, just a plywood heart that I put on here to see, but I think this is going to be too big because it's going to take away quite a bit of the background, so I'm going to pass on that one. It's a nice heart, but so we're going to come back with this one. Probably is going to be about the right size. Just have to get the right right heart. It's not a cross, it's a heart. I make a lot of crosses and hearts, so I sometimes I'll say cross and I mean heart. So anyway, if you catch me doing that, don't be surprised. Here's some other hearts that I've cut out. This is a yellow heart, and it's been lasered engraved with "Love You." So that's just to kind of getting different looks. Here's some black and white ebony. That's already a heart. Probably doesn't go quite the way I want it to look on this particular heart design. So anyway, just giving you an idea of the process that I use to try to complete the design. Okay, I've changed out the stone on this. I've put some amethyst and pitcher jasmine, and just to give it a different look, to see if that's gives it a little more accent to the glass, the stained glass. I'm not sure if it does or doesn't. So we're going to try a few more, and then we'll go from there. So let me take a look again. Okay, I'm trying a different stone here. I'm not even going to put it all the way around because I'm not sure if that's doing what I want it to do. I want it to really stand out. So let me try some more here. Okay, now I've got this laid out. I picked the right stone. I'm going to put all the way around it. That's red jasper. And the heart, still don't know which wood I'm going to use for the heart, but it's starting to take shape, and I'm liking the colors and the color scheme. So now we've got it kind of laid out. We're going to have to cut our main board that goes underneath that's in place of the paper, and then we'll start gluing some pieces in. Still got to figure the heart out and which heart I want to use, or how the heart's going to look so that it jumps out and makes this a really nice piece. So anyway, there's kind of the layout of it, looking closer to being the real deal. And so we'll keep working on it, and we'll check back here in a little bit after I get some more done. Okay, I've got this this particular heart design laid out. I got a bigger heart. This is just to take a look at the size that I wanted to put on this particular piece. So I think that's about the right size. This other one that I had was a little bit too small, so didn't quite balance with the piece. So anyway, I'm going to go with a heart about like this size. I may use something like, this is bloodwood that I've already had a heart cut out. I put it over here, and it's probably the right wood. I just have to cut a bigger piece. Here's one that I've had a little bit different design that I put over here just to kind of get it, but the colors are too pink. So anyway, we're going to put this back over here like that. And I think we're going to go with a bloodwood heart, probably about this size. So now I've got to cut the heart and put it over here and see how it looks. So let me do that and then we'll get back. Okay. Alright, I've got a piece of bloodwood here. I've marked out the heart that I want to cut, and I've already cut it. And this is out of 3/4 inch bloodwood. So I've cut the heart out. I wanted to show you that. And because this is so thick, I went ahead and cut this thing in half. So I got 2 hearts instead of 1. And we're only going to put 1 on this particular this particular design. So I'm taking this off. This was my kind of test pattern, and decided we needed a bigger heart. So there's the heart. This is bloodwood. So it's at an angle like I wanted it to be. Looks very good. Now I've got to polish my heart and get everything, get all this put together on a backboard so that I can glue it all up and finish it up. It's gonna look really nice. I'm not sure. The grain on the bloodwood's going this way. On this other heart, the grain is going the opposite way. So I may want to, well, I'm going to polish them both up and see which one. This one's coming this way, this one's going this way. So I want to polish them both up, take a look, see which one looks the best. So we're going to, let me get started on this, and then I'll bring you up to date on the next step. Okay, I've polished the one heart. The other heart's still over here, haven't polished it yet. I don't use any oils or anything on any of the woods. I just polish them out, sand them out, and get them sanded. Keep sanding until they just really get the wood grains can show through. I left this one with the saw marks on it, so you can kind of see those a little bit. Gives it a little more, I don't know, a little more texture on the heart. The other one I probably may just polish it all the way out. So let's take a look, and then we'll come back and take a look here in just a sec. Okay, now I've got the other heart. I polished this one up pretty good. Put a little bevel in it more, and so I've got the rougher one, the one with still some saw marks on it. And I've got one that's smooth complete. So I'm gonna take a look and see which one I think looks best, and then I'll go to the next step and mount all this on a backboard and start putting it together. So we're going to watch and see which one I come up with. I'm kind of leaning towards the polished one. I think this one here, the one that's on there now, I think that's the one I'm going to go with. So looks pretty nice. Stay tuned for when I get it all done, and then I'll let you take a look. Okay, I've painted a piece of 1/4 inch plywood black, and I've glued on the glass pieces. So I'm getting started there. I use the black because I want to have a little border around the red rocks around here, so gives it a little bit of contrast. So we'll go on to the next step, and then I'm going to put the rocks on next probably. Okay, I've got all the rocks glued on. I got the mounting spot for the heart to go on. I'll mount that later after this is all dry. We'll put it on there and adjust it to how we want it to look, hanging on the wall. And we'll I put extra rocks on it so that they cover all the surfaces, and after it all dries I'll take the rocks off that don't belong, because they'll the glass is underneath there. So anyway, looking very good. Just to say I love you heart, wall for the wall, bloodwood. I'll polish that up a little bit more, but anyway, I think it's going to be a really nice nice heart, just to add to anybody's collection, or to give to somebody that's special to you. Anyway, let me finish it up, and then I'll do the last little bit of the video, tell you a little bit more, and try to describe all the rocks so we get those all in there, and the bloodwood and the red jasper and all that. I think this is Unicorn, the green. So anyway, let me finish up. Okay, I'm finishing up on this particular piece. I've taken the edges and sanded them at a little bit of a bevel. So I've got to dust all this off. I want to take this, the black right here, I'm going to put a gloss black around that, because that's a flat black. I want it to be a little bit shiny. And then I've still got to, I've got to put the heart on here. I'll have to pin it. I'm going to pin it in the back, pin it here. So we'll put some pins in it to make sure it's attached good. Glue and pin it. But anyway, it's looking very nice. I'm going to come back and really polish the heart up some more. It's pretty nice right now, but couldn't be. Take it down to some maybe 600 grit sandpaper to get it really popping and really looking nice. So anyway, as soon as I get it finished completely and put it on the wall, we'll take a look at it again. Okay, I just got through painting the gloss black paint around the outside edges to give it a little shinier and definition of the border around it. So it's looking pretty nice. All I got to do is get the heart ready to mount. I got to polish it up a little bit more, a little bit finer sandpaper, and polish it out, and then it'll be ready to put on here. Getting close. Okay, I just got through polishing the heart. You can see the shine on it now. It's really reflecting, got a lot of shine on it. So I really polished it out now, nice. So now all I've got to do is pin it and glue it, get it on there where I want it, like that, or about that way. Put a triangle hanging tab on the back of the piece, and it's ready to put on the Etsy account. I'll probably take some pictures of it, maybe use some of the photos to do some of my just to say I love you shoe collection that I have on the Zolly site. So got quite a few shoes on there already. I've made quite a few of these heart wall just to say I love you collection already. There's quite a few on Etsy. I don't do a video on every one of them, but I'm going to start doing more videos on the actual layout and the design and that, and kind of give you a better perspective of how I create each piece. So anyway, have a blessed day, and take a look on the links below for the Zolly and the Etsy site and take a look at some of my work there, and hope you've enjoyed this video. And of course, if you have, give us a likes or a thumbs up or subscribe or whatever the different things are that you can do. Anyway, stay tuned for the next video from out here in the studio, the art studio where I'm working.